Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Ben from the Brain Trust, coming to you live from the Paradise in Boston, hanging with Gramatik, who's about to hit the stage with Michael Minert on their co-headlining fall tour. How you doing today, man?
I'm great. How you doing?
Awesome. So to start off, tonight is the first night of the Pretty Lights fall tour.
Yes.
You're co-headlining with Michael Minert, one of your label mates. What excites you about these dates that are coming up?
Oh man, everything. Basically, just like starting, like it was like me and Mike decided, like, since we're co-headlining, we're gonna do something different. Not gonna do the usual thing that co-headliners do, is like, each night one of them goes first and one of them finishes up. So we are doing one big show. We're doing like 30 slots, like 30, and then 30 minutes at the end. We're encore together. Mm-hmm. So he goes on, I go on, he goes on, I go on, and then we finish up together. So it's like one big show.
Awesome, man.
And that's what we decided we want to do. It's a PLM tour, so promoting the label, and it's all in the spirit of camaraderie.
Right. Yeah, so speaking of the label, how has being a part of the Pretty Lights Music label family served to propel your career, especially in the United States?
It's been awesome, dude. It's fucking one of the best environments to be at. PLM is like, it's a label in the sense of the word. It's like it gives it invests in the artist, publicity, all that stuff, but at the same time they give you just complete creative control of your own music, and where artists are encouraged to be business-wise and creative-wise on their own. This is what I really enjoy about being with PLM, because it's different. It's more like chill. We're homies, it's like fucking, it's not a 9 to 5 or whatever. It's like we just like tour together, make music together, and just like enjoy life.
More like being with your friends rather than being with your colleagues.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. And so now that Pretty Lights Music has helped you expand into the American market, you're native of Slovenia, have you noticed any major differences between the European and American audiences?
Oh yeah, dude. It's a world of a difference. It's the main difference is between European and American audiences in terms of electronic music, especially. Like in Europe, I've gotten the sense that people go out primarily to have fun with their friends. They go out in venues and see shows and stuff. Of course, they go see artists that they like, but the primary thing of the night is to have fun with their friends, no matter what's going on stage, And here in the States, it's primarily to go see the artists that you really fucking like and have fun with your friends, But we're there. This night is for the artists that I'm listening to on a day-to-day basis, and I'm dedicating my attention to him tonight. You know what I'm saying? So that's why right now I prefer touring States more than Europe. Then here you have like acts like Pretty Lights, which are fucking. It's still like independent electronic music. They're not, there is not like he's not Kanye West, but it still has like an insane amount of followers, and fucking he sells out theaters throughout the country. So that shit only in Europe only happens with big names, on a mainstream level.
Yeah, it's really cool that people can maintain creative control and build the hype as independent artists. So
exactly.
That's interesting. So shifting gears slightly, tell me a little bit about what Dream Big Music is.
Well, Dream Big Music is just one sector of Dream Big Collective that me and a couple of my friends started. My boy F.A.Q here plays the guitar with me on stage, and a couple of other friends that are crazy fucking graphic designers, video producers, and stuff like that, like programmers. And so we started this collective called Dream Big, and in the spirit of worshiping dream, because that's the reason I'm here right now. That's the reason we're all here, and because we never stop believing in our dreams. So that was like, we started Dream Big Collective in that spirit, and we're trying to do everything that's connected with technology and multimedia, from audio to video to graphic design to programming, iPhone apps, stuff like that. And that's basically Dream Big Collective in a nutshell.
Right. And so while we were doing our research on Dream Big, we saw that right there on the website it says that you guys are freeing music by making music free.
Yes.
And then you're also on Pretty Lights Music, which is a label that releases all the music for free.
Exactly.
So can you just touch on that sort of philosophy of releasing music for free, which sort of, turns the traditional music industry philosophy on its ear?
So freeing music by making music free basically comes from the idea that you can, like, people are gonna download music for free no matter how fucking hard all the companies are trying to prevent that. Like, that's always gonna, like, it's retarded, you know? Because, like, the more you're trying to tell people, like, that's fucking illegal, you can't do that, the more they're gonna go on Pirate Bay and download shit for free. Exactly. Just because they can. Mm-hmm. The philosophy then came from that perspective, that why not being the guy that actually gives music for free? They're gonna download it for free anyway.
There you have it.
You know what I'm saying? So you make it available primarily for free, and then there's also an option to buy it on Beatport, on iTunes, or donate if you wish, but it has to be primarily free. So you actually you put your fan in a position where he doesn't have to be a criminal anymore. You know what I'm saying? At least when it comes to your music, he can legally download it for free because I'm giving it out for free. You don't have to be scared that somebody's gonna hit you up there, RIAA or whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like fucking, that's the most logical, rational thing to do for me personally.
Totally. So another thing I wanted to ask you about is that reading your bio, it says that classic hip-hop beats without vocals on them bored you after a couple minutes. So with your music, how do you strive to avoid that and really allow your listeners to sink their teeth into it?
Later on, when I started doing Volume 2, I wanted to make bigger, longer arrangements, but in order to do that, it has to be something has to be happening. It can't be just the beat, repeating itself for 4 minutes. It gets boring. So I started using samples from 7 different tracks into one beat that I was making, and then adding, my own bass lines. Have my friends play the guitar on it. I play some fucking keys. Have some real real pianist friends that play serious keys, and stuff like that, add saxophone, wherever, and so it became some of a hip-hop beat with an expanded arrangement and a thin layer of fine instrumentation. And it all happened just because I wanted to have variety, fucking combining electro and glitch and dubstep onto, with hip-hop and soul and funk, because those are, me and Derek hit it off right away in 2009 when I first started supporting him, because we had the same kind of vision, and our agent saw that right away, so he brought us together. So that's how we started kicking it together and touring together, and later on he started a label, and so
definitely
here we are.
Synthesis is absolutely tremendous. So thank you so much. Last question that we have. We at the Brain Trust are always trying to keep our ear out for the best new music, and so for us who aren't as plugged into the Slovenian beat scene, what Slovenian producer or artist would you recommend that we check out?
I would recommend my boy that plays the guitar with me, F.A.Q. He just dropped a single on Dream Big Music, and he also made a video for it himself. So it's called The Green Point, and his artist name is F.A.Q. with dots. So go check that out.
Right on. We'll be sure to check him out. Well, thanks so much for taking a minute to talk to me, man. There you have it, Gramatik.
Peace.
Make sure that you check him out on the Pretty Lights Music Fall Tour 2011, going all across the U.S. And make sure that you check out trustthebrain.com for more exclusive artist content and info. See you guys later.